You'll agree with me that a tough watch isn't just measured by its design, but by what it can withstand, right? Whether it's drops, water, heat, cold, or pressure. And of course, real battery life and reliable data. Well, today I have not one, but two wrist tanks. On one hand, the Cospect T4, and on the other, the Cospect M4. Two new releases coming this October 17th, 2025, ready to take on Garmin, Maclid, and Apple, but for less than 200 euros. Both combine an active matrix organic light emitting diode display of up to 1000 nits ENOX 360 structure unibody steel shield and 3D Société Générale de Surveillance military standard 810H. They also have resistance of 10 atmospheres and IP69K. They feature dual-band global positioning system L1 plus L5 offline maps and 32 gigabytes of storage with a next-generation 4PD sensor for health and performance. And all this with the spirit of the new brand ambassador, the cool hawker, world Olympic champion, who embodies the endurance and speed that Cospect aims to convey. So if you like real watches, the kind you can get wet, scratch, and keep using, stay tuned because today I'm going to show you everything. This is Tech Ground and we're getting started. Let me give you a bit of context about Cospect, which is a young brand but with very clear ideas. And that is to create smartwatches that are durable, powerful, but at the same time accessible. Founded in 2018 in Shenzhen, and in just a few years, they have already become a reference in the rugged segment, combining premium materials, award-winning designs, and durability certified by Société Générale de Surveillance, which sets them apart from the rest of the competitors. Their philosophy is simple: technology that matches your pace, whether in the city, at the gym, or in the mountains. So, with all that said, let's get to the unboxing to see what's inside their boxes, and also check out these accessories. Well, we have two practically identical boxes with this white finish and the orange stripe in the center. The brand name is at the top left and the model is at the bottom left. When we open it, the first thing we find is a box containing all the accessories. Here we have the charging cable, the charging base, and some papers. There's even an extra screen protector in case we want to use it. Both boxes and both devices are exactly the same. The only thing that changes is the model inside. We also have two straps in a simple white box with an image on the front and bottom. It tells us the size, which is 22 millimeters wide. What we see is that one is black, made of leather materials. They look pretty well made, and the other one is brown. We'll have options, plus we can get the metal one on their website. But in this case, we have two products, two pretty serious readable straps. And also to be able to combine them if we want to change the strap when we're going out to party, to a dinner, or if we just want to change up our style a bit. Power poker is for the T4, the other is for the M4, which is still just a power supply, a charging base. But in this case, we have 850 milliamps and independent battery, which allows us to extend our phone's battery life up to 50 days. In other words, we're gonna have a charging station that will have its own power bank. Honestly, it's really well made in this orange finish, and with the cable also in orange. Honestly, it's really nice. It's an accessory that I think is pretty necessary if we want to have a bit more battery and extend the life of our watch. Let's start by talking about the design, because at first glance, the KOSPET, TANTE4, and M4 matter. Its body is made with the new stainless steel 360 SILCH structure and consists of a unibody stainless steel chassis that offers rigidity and complete protection against shocks and corrosion. The surface is precisely sealed, ensuring resistance. As I was saying, Société Générale de Surveillance Militat 810H certifications. 10 atmospheres and IP69K, which withstand pressure, dust, water, and all of this without breaking a sweat. On the front, we have Corning Galena Glass 3 protection, which is scratch resistant and has an anti-fingerprint coating. The 4 physical buttons in total have a firm travel, and the screen is designed to respond even with gloves or wet hands. On the back, you'll find the new 4PD sensor, which I mentioned earlier, improves the reading of heart rate, blood oxygen, blood pressure, and so on. It's a 22mm strap with a quick release system, and it's very easy to change without any tools. The T4 on the other hand has a more compact design with a 1.43-inch screen, while the M4 goes for a broader design. Square shaped with a 1.96-inch screen and a more robust presence on the wrist. In terms of design, we think L has achieved something difficult. A watch that looks like a professional tool but is still elegant and comfortable for daily use. Let's talk about the screens now. Both feature active matrix organic light emitting diode panels that look incredibly good, with 1000 nits ambient light sensor and high resolutions 466 x 466 and 410 x 502. The result is that they have very pure blacks. The colors are very vivid and perfect readability, perfect under the sun, which makes it easy for you to identify any element. If you use mode A or D, it lasts up to 6 days with the screen always on. Honestly, this is quite a challenge for a watch with these features. The actual resistances, which have certifications like Société Générale de Surveillance, 20 military standards, and the ability to dive to great depths, up to 45 meters or 10 atmospheres. And of course, we're going to test this. We're going to drop them, scratch them with keys, and put them in water. Spoiler, I'm telling you now, it doesn't come off. Ready. Let's discuss another key aspect of this watch, the global positioning system. And that's because they're equipped with dual L1 plus L5 global navigation satellite system OPDR and a 6-axis gyroscope. The positioning is extremely fast and accurate even among buildings. Navigation includes offline maps, route planning, file import, global positioning system exchange format, keyhole markup language, point of interest, and a built-in compass. They also display barometer, altimeter, moon phases, sunrise, sunset, and even tides. If we talk about another important aspect for athletes, it's the topic of training. The Apex Motion recognizes 183 sports modes with 23 professional and 160 free modes. It automatically detects when you're walking, running, cycling, rowing, on the elliptical, or doing static exercises. Both have dedicated diving modes that measure depth, temperature, speed, and no decompression time. Honestly, that's great for all of you who like diving, and everything syncs with the new app with Apex Move. Now, a very important section, health and monitoring. The sensor, as I was saying, 4PD measures heart rate, blood oxygen, stress levels, energy level, mood, and straight sleep. It can also perform single-touch measurements, anomaly alerts, and tracking, menstrual cycle or blood pressure treatments. It can also remind you to take medication if set up. This data is stored on the Apex Move and can be synced with Apple Health, Google Fit, or Strava. For smart features in the Apex Move, the evolution of the T4 and M4 tank models is especially clear. And that's because the Apex Move system is developed by KOSPET and it runs very smoothly. It has 3D navigation, smooth animations, and customizable themes. There you can view sports, business, or your personal section. Something really good is that you can reorganize menus, edit info cards like the weather, calendar, altitude, or steps. And add some quick widgets, also depending on your daily routine. The menu, I'm telling you, is super fast. It's similar to a smartphone's. It lets you activate the stopwatch, flashlight, water drainage, do not disturb mode, music control, and voice assistant. And we have 4 ways to navigate within the device. If we swipe down, we'll have access to this quick menu, which I told you we can customize to our liking. If we swipe to the right, we'll have access to the notifications. If we go to the left, we enter the main menu where we'll have all these settings and configurations that you'll be able to see in detail shots. What if we swipe up? You'll access the cards I mentioned. Personalizo. It's fast, intuitive, and easy to use. Regarding the buttons I mentioned earlier, the top right button is used to go directly into the menu, and the bottom right button is for going back. If we hold it down, we can also set up our own shortcut to any sport, activity, or menu we want. For example, use it to turn on the flashlight. The left buttons let us move up and down the menus for navigation. The truth is, it's great. 4 clearly defined buttons, each with a unique function. The camera control. What is the distance from Earth to the Sun?
The average distance from the Earth to the Sun is about 150 million kilometers. 150 million kilometers, which is known as 1 astronomical unit. 1 AU. Hello, son. Good afternoon. Hello.
Dad, how are you? Good. How are you? Can you hear me well? A little weak? A little weak? What? Well, but you understand me, right?
Yes, no.
Okay, let's go, Ronnie. See you later this afternoon. I'll wait for you here at 6. Alright, a little kiss, a little kiss. Hello again, how are you? Very well, and you, can you hear me now? Yes, a little clearer, closer, at the same distance, yes. Go ahead now. Okay, it seems like, well, maybe I should have it a little bit. Well, when will you play? Have some water, the other is better, but I hear you, you hear me. We understand each other, right? Yes, perfectly. That's it. A little low, but you can hear loud and clear. All right, well, greetings, loud and clear. All right, okay, see you later then. Besides, with its 32 gigabytes of internal memory, you can store up to 5,000 songs, 100 offline maps, and all this without needing your phone, always. You'll agree with me that this already feels more like a mini adventure smartphone than a watch. We have everything at a touch. If you go out and don't want your phone, you can still listen to music. You can store all your maps, save routes, and sync them when you arrive. The Apex Move app lets you view all your routes and up to 3 years of training history. Customize the watch faces, which there are a lot of, plan all kinds of task routes, create training plans, and sync all our health data. They also have a watch face store, 24/7 service and support, and they integrate with the main fitness services. Now let's talk about battery life, which is a super important point in a watch with these features. They come with a 500 mAh pure cobalt battery. You can get 15 days of regular use, 9 to 10 days of heavy use, and 21 hours of global positioning system. The good thing is that they charge in just 2 hours, and with the Power Pocket, you can extend all that up to 50 days. That's a luxury for a watch this size. The price? Well, the launch on October 17th will be at 184 euros with a discount coupon, so we'll leave that in the description as well. For that price, you get premium materials, military-grade durability, dual global positioning system advanced health features, and real battery life. Few competitors on the market offer as much for that price. And well, as a personal opinion, I want to say that overall, I really like the watch. I have to mention a negative point, and that's something I've noticed in several calls. What about the microphone? Yes, it's true that the sound is a bit weak. People have told me that when they answer calls, it's clear, but when you keep it at a reasonable distance, I've tried watches that even when they're here at pocket or hand level, sound a bit louder than this one. The speakers sound great. Being able to control media and have your music on this speaker is really nice. The microphone is somewhat lacking and could be improved in this model. That's the only downside I see. As for the rest, I mean, I've dropped them and the watches are like new. I've smashed, stepped on, soaked, and scratched them with keys. Honestly, they've held up very well. And this is where you can tell they're built with those military certifications and resistance to pretty much everything. I'd like your opinion. Do you prefer the compact TAN T4 or the larger screen NM4? Let me know in the comments. And if you like this in-depth review, give it a like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. At TechGround, we always deliver the latest and best in technology. So, with all that said, I'll see you in the next one, and as Cole Hawker says, train hard and live to the fullest. So thank you very much for being there, and I'll see you in the next TechGround video. See you soon.